Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Sunil Verma. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to hold talks with Sultan of Oman, Haitham bin Tarik in New Delhi today. Prime Minister to also interact with beneficiaries of Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra this afternoon. Government to set up 9 ESIC Hospitals in Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh and Uttarakhand under ESI scheme to improve healthcare infrastructure. IMD predicts heavy rainfall in southern districts of Tamil Nadu under influence of cyclonic circulation in Southwest Bay of Bengal. United Nations Security Council extends mission of Sanctions Monitoring Team against Taliban administration in Afghanistan for another year. And in women's cricket, India to resume their second innings against England at overnight score of 186 for 6 in Mumbai Test this morning. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold talks with Sultan of Oman, Haitham bin Tarik in New Delhi today. Mr. Modi will also host a luncheon in the honour of the visiting dignitary. Sultan Haitham bin Tarik will be received by President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Modi at the Rashtrapati Bhavan for a ceremonial welcome. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar will call on the Sultan of Oman. Sultan Tarik is also scheduled to visit National Gallery of Modern Art. Sultan of Oman, Haitham bin Tarik, arrived in New Delhi yesterday on a 3-day state visit to India. Minister of State for External Affairs, V. Muralidharan, received him at the airport. The Sultan is accompanied by a high-level delegation, including senior ministers and officials. This first state visit of Sultan Haitham bin Tarik to India marks a significant milestone in the diplomatic relations between India and the Sultanate of Oman. Ministry of External Affairs said the visit will further reinforce the long-standing friendship and cooperation between India and Oman and strengthen bilateral ties. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar called on Sultan Haitham bin Tarik yesterday evening. Dr. Jaishankar, in a social media post, said he values the guidance of the Sultan of Oman for further deepening of India-Oman strategic partnership. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with the beneficiaries of the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra today at 4 p.m. via video conferencing. He will also address the gathering on the occasion. During the program, the Prime Minister will flag off the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Telangana and Mizoram. Thousands of Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra beneficiaries from across the country will join the event. The program will also be joined by a large number of union ministers, MPs, MLAs and local level representatives. Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is being undertaken across the country with the aim to attain saturation of flagship schemes of the government by ensuring that the benefits of these schemes reach all targeted beneficiaries in a time-bound manner. In Madhya Pradesh, the state-level launch of the ambitious Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is taking place today. We have a report.
The Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra begins in Madhya Pradesh from today. Chief Minister Dr. Mohan Yadav will formally inaugurate the Yatra by flagging up from Ujjain. MPs, MLAs, district panchayat presidents and mayors will flag up the Yatra in the districts. The program related to Yatra has been organized in Bhopal from 3 p.m. 7 Sankalp Yatras will be conducted in Bhopal district. At present, the central government has provided 366 information, education and communication means IEC vans for the Yatra. Chief Minister Dr. Mohan Yadav virtually reviewed the preparations for the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra with all the public representatives, including MPs and MLAs yesterday. Sanjeev Sharma, Akashvani News, Bhopal.
In Chhattisgarh, the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is beginning today. The main event will be organized at the state capital, Raipur.
On the occasion of the commencement of Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra in Chhattisgarh, the main program will be held today at Budha Talab complex in Raipur. Chief Minister Vishnu Dev Sai will virtually connect with various districts and interact with stakeholders at the event. Under the first phase of the Yatra in Chhattisgarh, programs will be organized in urban areas Raipur, Bilaspur, Korba and Durg as well as in 70 rural areas. The Yatra is aimed at creating awareness regarding flagship schemes of the central government such such as Ayushman Bharat, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Ujjwala Yojana, Kisan Credit Card through IEC mobile vans. Stalls will also be set up at the program sites to provide benefits of the various schemes of the central government to the citizens. Vikalp Shukla, Akashvani News, Raipur.
In Karnataka, Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is passing through all rural and urban areas of the state, running an awareness campaign on various beneficial schemes of the central government. We have a report from our correspondent.
Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is travelling in 1,107 locations in 313 urban local bodies and 5,963 locations in 5,975 gram panchayats, using 57 IEC vans for the rural areas and 10 vans for the urban areas. The vans are also traversing in the coastal district of Uttara Kannada. The lead bank manager of the district, Vasudev Harikantra, has following details to give about the yatra.
Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra has been inaugurated in our district on 23rd 11 2023. Various schemes about the central government have been forecast in the program. Even the participants have expressed very good views over the program, and they also have shared their success stories during the program.
Out of 229 gram panchayats, the yatra has till date covered 84 gram panchayats and disseminated information on the central government schemes. Sudhindra, Akashvani News, Bengaluru.
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Union Home Minister Amit Shah will be on a visit to Gujarat today. Mr. Shah is scheduled to attend various events in Ahmedabad and Anand. He will participate in the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra program in Changodar village of Ahmedabad district. Later, the minister will attend the 66th convocation ceremony of Sardar Patel University at Vallabh Vidyanagar in Anand district as the chief guest and will deliver the convocation address. In the evening, Mr. Shah will participate in the centenary celebrations of Maharashtra Samaj in Ahmedabad, and thereafter he will address a conference on advancement in andrology in Ahmedabad. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar was presented with the first copy of the book Roses Without Thorns at Uparashtrapati Niwas. The book is a compilation of poems by Attorney General R. Venkataramani. In his address, Mr. Dhankar stressed on the need to respect the doctrine of separation of powers. He said our great nation can flourish only when its three organs, the legislature, the judiciary, the executive, act in tandem, togetherness and harmony with deference to each other's domains. He said there is need for collaboration, not confrontation. Ministry of Labour and Employment has said that 9 ESIC hospitals will be set up in the states of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh and Uttarakhand under Employees State Insurance ESI scheme to improve the healthcare infrastructure. Besides, 17 new dispensaries will also be set up in Gujarat under the scheme. The proposals in this regard were approved at the meeting of Employees State Insurance Corporation, ESIC, which was held in New Delhi yesterday under the chairmanship of Union Minister for Labour and Employment, Bhupendra Yadav. Union Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Rameshwar Teli, was also present at the meeting. Rajasthan Chief Minister Bhajan Lal Sharma says the state government has decided to constitute a special investigation team, SIT, to investigate the paper leak cases. While interacting with the media for the first time after taking oath as Chief Minister, he announced to form the Anti-Gangster Task Force to prevent organised crime.
भविष्य में कोई पेपर लीक की घटना ना हो, ये सुनिश्चित किया जाए। जिन्होंने किया है उनको नहीं छोड़ा नहीं। एंटी गैंगस्टर टास्क फोर्स की भी घोषणा करते हैं। संगठित अपराध उन्मूलन के लिए एडीजीपी अधिकारी के नेतृत्व में एक विशेष कार्यदल एंटी गैंगस्टर टास्क फोर्स का गठन किया जाए।
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman hit out the Congress government in Karnataka over the incident of a woman being stripped and assaulted after her son eloped with a woman. In a social media post, she said in Congress there is no justice for the SCs and STs. The minister said the recent incident in Belgavi, Karnataka falls in the same category as those repeated atrocities against the Dalits seen till recently in Congress-ruled Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. She said for Congress, the downtrodden are just a vote bank. The minister shared a screenshot of the observation by the High Court, which heavily criticized the state government's handling of the case. India Meteorological Department IMD has predicted heavy rainfall in southern districts of Tamil Nadu under influence of cyclonic circulation in Southwest Bay of Bengal. The cyclonic circulation is likely to move westward, resulting in light to moderate rainfall in many districts of South Tamil Nadu and at few places in North Tamil Nadu till tomorrow. Heavy rainfall is likely to prevail in Kanyakumari, Tirunelveli, Toothukudi, Ramanathapuram and Pudukottai districts from today till Tuesday. Heavy to very heavy spell is expected at one or two places over 10 coastal and interior districts including Kudalur, Nagapattinam and Tanjavur. Fishermen have been asked to stay away from fishing activity on these days. United Nations Security Council has extended the mission of the Sanctions Monitoring Team against the Taliban administration for another year. The UNSC members approved Resolution 2616 requesting the Sanctions Monitoring Team to support the committee established by Resolution 1988. The US ambassador to the UN considered the continuation of sanctions against the Taliban as support for peace and security in Afghanistan. The activities of terrorist groups, discrimination against women and the lack of an inclusive government have prevented the Security Council from reconsidering its sanctions on the Taliban. However, despite their opposition to the sanction against the Taliban, China and Russia did not call for a review of the sanctions on the group. Moscow and Beijing did not veto the continuation of the monitoring team's work. In women's cricket, India will resume their second innings on the third day of the Mumbai Test today. India were 186 for 6 wickets at the stumps yesterday. Now, India has a lead of 478 runs. Earlier, the Indian team bundled out England at the paltry score of 136 in their first innings yesterday, taking a first innings lead of 292 runs. The visitors lost their last wickets for 10 runs. For India, Deepti Sharma scalped 5 wickets for just 7 runs. India had put up a formidable first innings total of 428 runs against England. Star archer Sheetal Devi was the cynosure of all eyes at Khelo India Para Games in New Delhi yesterday. The Asian Para Games champion advanced to the gold medal round of the women's compound competition with a total score of 696 points. The armless sensation Sheetal Devi, representing Jammu and Kashmir, has been making waves in recent months with 2 medals in her maiden appearance at the Para Asian Games in Hangzhou and then medals at the Para Asian Games in Bangkok. Jyoti Balian from Uttar Pradesh too advanced to the final round, 10 points behind Sheetal at 686. Sarita of Haryana and Tanishka of Delhi will play for the bronze medals today. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Prashant Kumar Sinha.
Thank you, Sunil. The Supreme Court declined to stay the Allahabad High Court's order for a court-monitored survey of the Shahi Eidgah in Mathura, reports the Times of India. The Asian Age leads with the headline, Cops widen Parliament attack probe, grill 2 more to recreate scene, further elaborating that the mastermind Lalit Jha had Plan B ready. The Civil Aviation Ministry has told airports to curb expansion of retail outlets to reduce congestion, reports The Hindu. The Economic Times leads with the headline, Tectonic IT stocks push markets to new highs. Sensex closes above 71,000 mark. Hindustan Times announces the arrival of cold weather in Delhi with the headline, The chill is on. Delhi minimum temperature drops below 5 degrees Celsius. The Pioneer writes, Delhi chill outshines Shimla winter. And finally, in news for morning people, a new study suggests that some humans who like getting up early might credit genes from their Neanderthal ancestors. And with that, it's back to you, Sunil.
Thank you, Prashant. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to hold talks with Sultan of Oman, Haitham bin Tarik in New Delhi today. Prime Minister to also interact with beneficiaries of Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra this afternoon. Government to set up 9 ESIC hospitals in Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh and Uttarakhand under ESI scheme to improve healthcare infrastructure. IMD predicts heavy rainfall in southern districts of Tamil Nadu under influence of cyclonic circulation of Southwest Bay of Bengal. United Nations Security Council extends mission of Sanctions Monitoring Team against Taliban administration in Afghanistan for another year. And in women's cricket, India to resume their second innings against England at overnight score of 186 for 6 in Mumbai Test this morning. And with